Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are keeping well and taking care of yourselves and staying indoor to be safe. Okay, students, in GK, today we will be doing section 6, the deadliest diseases. Now in this, you will study about some top deadliest diseases. I will read out the explanation and then I will tell the answers also. Okay. First one, in this chapter is in 3 parts, okay. Now the first part, during this disease, the patient passes 3 or more loose stool a day. Stool means you go for a washroom. Patient's body loses too much water and salt, motion continues more than a few days, dehydration may cause death. It is usually caused by initial infection. This infection is transmitted through virus, bacteria or even parasites. Now if you continue to go for washrooms, then your body loses your water and salt, and that's how it causes to dehydration, and sometimes even it leads to death of the patient. Now this disease is called diarrhea. The spellings are given in the help box, so I will not tell the spelling. Answer 1 is diarrhea. Now second, it is a disease that affects insulin production and its use in the body. The pancreas can't produce insulin. In type 2, the pancreas don't produce enough insulin, or even if they produce, it can't be used effectively. Poor and fatty diet, lack of exercise and too much weight can cause this disease. About 1.5 million people die to it every year. Now in this, the pancreas, they are unable to create insulin. Insulin is a type of fluid which controls the sugar level in the body. Okay, the answer is diabetes. Third, according to WHO is World Health Organization, as many as 1.1 million infant deaths, infant means small babies, occur due to these complications. 3/4 or 3/4 of these deaths occur within the first week of birth. Lack of skilled medical care makes this a huge problem in developing countries. Prenatal and postnatal care can save many newborn deaths. Prenatal and postnatal means before birth and after birth. So if they take care of the babies before birth and after birth, then they can save this disease. The answer is pre-birth complications. Okay, fourth, it is an airborne disease. Airborne means that through the air you catch. That affects the lungs. It can often be successfully treated. About 1.6 million people die due to this disease every year in the world. The majority causes of the disease occur in poor countries. It is one of the top causes of death for poor who have HIV. It causes by bacteria, mycobacterium. The answer is tuberculosis. In short, it is also known as TB. Fifth, it experiences a rash that appears on the body, especially on face. Rash means कई बार हमारे को itching होती है, खुजली वगैरह होती है या छोटे छोटे दाने होते हैं, that is called rashes. Extensive vaccination campaign have helped in eradicating. Eradicating means to remove it up to a large extent in the previous century. Prior to vaccination campaigns, it has claimed nearly 300 million lives in the last century. Answer is smallpox. Vaccination means जो टीका हमको लगता है, okay? तो this smallpox is got a vaccination also. इसका टीका भी लगता है, तो ये बीमारी नहीं होती अगर हम vaccination ले लेते हैं. Okay, sixth, this is yet another deadly and contagious influenza virus. Contagious means जो एक से दूसरे को लग जाती है. It has been declared by the WHO officially that some stray cases have been recorded in Asia and Africa countries in recent years. This is caused by the pigs. Answer is influenza A. It is also known as swine flu. 7th, it is a dangerous disease of skin. The chronic disease deforms the surface of the skin. It makes its victim social Social means outcast from the society. It has become terrible these days. However, in many parts of developing world, their colonies are still prevalent. Early symptoms begin in the loss of sensation in some parts of the body. In this disease, you get a patch and all, and you lose the sensation. Sensation means feeling नहीं होती हमें उस part में. Now this disease, in some places people who are suffering from this disease are having separate colonies to live because they are outcast from the main society. And the answer is leprosy. Next, 8th, it is spread through respiration. It is highly contagious. 90% of people sharing living space with an infected person are vulnerable to it. Vulnerable to it means likely to catch. They can easily catch the disease. While the vast majority of patients survive this disease, complications arise in some cases. If not treated, such complications can be dangerous and potentially fatal. And the answer is measles. 9th, it is a mosquito-borne infectious disease. It causes symptoms that typically include fever and headache. In severe cases, it can progress to coma or death. It is a disease of the tropics, yet there is no effective vaccination for this disease. And the answer is malaria. 10th, it is a serious bacterial infection that can be deadly. This disease is caused by the bacteria called Yersinia pestis. The bacteria is found on animals and usually transmitted to humans through fleas. The risk of this disease is highly in areas that have poor sanitation. Sanitation means जो हमारे नाली वगैरह जो होती है, टॉयलेट्स वगैरह की. Overcrowding and a large population of rodents. Rodents are a type of rats. In medieval time, this disease has caused by deaths of millions of people throughout Europe. But these days, only 10 to 20 cases are reported each year. Here, with the highest case in Africa. And the answer is the plague. Now, with this, we have finished the part 1. We will continue with part 2. First, it is deadliest disease in the world. According to the World Health Organization, that is WHO, 31% of deaths are caused by the disease in the world. About 17.9 million people die of the disease every year. It occurs when the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart becomes narrowed. Narrowed means सिकुड़ जाते हैं ये. High blood pressure, high cholesterol and smoking are the main causes of CAD. Regular exercise, good and balanced nutrition and weight control can help in lowering the risk of developing CAD. CAD is the short form of this disease, okay? And the answer is coronary artery, that is heart disease, CAD. Second, it is caused when an artery in the brain is blocked or leaks. Artery means जो हमारे brains में जो veins वगैरह होती हैं. Brain cells are deprived of oxygen. Due to lack of oxygen, the brain cells began to die within minutes. It also a leading cause of disability. Disability means brain hemorrhage हो जाता है तो हमारे body parts work करना बंद कर देते हैं. Risk factors are the same as that of CAD. CAD means coronary artery disease, जो हमने अभी ऊपर वाले का आंसर लिखा था. High blood pressure, high cholesterol and smoking are the main causes of it. and the answer is brain strokes. Third, it is a chronic progressive lung disease that makes it hard to breathe. Chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Emphysema is the condition of the lungs, okay, are the types of COPD, cough. About 3.1 million people die to it every year in the world. About 65 million people are living with COPD. COPD is the short form of the disease, okay? I will tell the answer afterwards. Around the world, the main causes of it are tobacco, smoking, and air pollution. It affects men and women at about the same rate. There is no immediate or permanent cure to COPD, but its progression can be slowed down with the medication. इसका क्योर नहीं है, but अगर दवाइयाँ ले लें तो the disease can somewhere be controlled. And the answer is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is COPD. Okay, next, fourth, these are all respiratory cancers. The main cause of this cancer are smoking, second-hand smoke, and environmental toxins. WHO estimates that 1.8 people die of these cancers every year. The answer is trachea, bronchitis, and lung cancers. Fifth, it is a short form of human immune deficiency virus. It is a virus that acts the immune system. It can cause the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It is a chronic life-threatening disease. About 35 million people have died due to it in the world. About 1.5 million people die from the deadly disease every year. Every day, hundreds of people are getting infected due to it in the world. It is rampant in sub-Saharan Africa, where almost 1 in every 20 people suffer from this disease. The answer is HIV/AIDS, AIDS. Sixth, it is transmitted by the bite of female mosquitoes. The disease is commonly found in Africa and South America. It involves fever, chills, anorexia, nausea, muscle pain, and headache. In most cases, the fever subsides after a few days. Its name includes one color, and the answer is yellow fever. Okay, with this we have finished 2 parts. Now let's continue with the third part. First, the disease derives its name from a river in Republic of Congo where it was first found. The patient suffers from fever, muscle weakness, and other symptoms that progress to severe bleeding, both internal and external. Internal means andruni, external means bahar. Eventually it causes the patient to bleed to death. Unfortunately, there is no permanent treatment to it as yet, and the answer is Ebola. Okay, now the last one. Second, this is a kind of flu. Most human contractions of this disease are a result of handling dead infected birds. There have been large outbreaks of this infectious disease in heavily agricultural parts of Asia and Africa. It is treatable, and the answer is avian influenza or bird flu. With this we have finished section 6.